Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy One Arm. Today, we're bringing you Unbenched Week 10 power rankings for the NFL. Um, we had some interesting games, we had some close games, we had some blowout games, and we had two teams playing games with my heart. So let's get into it. First up, we have, of course, for the last 9 weeks, we've had them here. We're going to put the Jets again. But the Jets yesterday almost won the game. They lost it in Jets fashion. But I was finally thinking, I was like, man, are the Jets going to win a game, anger their fans because they won a game, which then makes it harder to get the number one draft pick? It was just all kinds of crazy. But they have flashes of some weapons on that team. So it's going to be interesting what they do. And then up next, we're going to put my Dallas Cowboys. And not this week. We're putting where are they? We're putting the Washington football team. I think they lost Kyle Allen for the season. I don't think, like I said, I've been saying it for this whole year, Haskins is not the answer. I believe they're going for a quarterback in this year's upcoming draft, whether it be Fields, whether it be Lawrence or Ellinger. They're definitely drafting a quarterback in the first round. Up next, we will put my Dallas Cowboys here. That's the other team that was playing games with my heart. They had glimpses. They showed glimpses of what they could have been, what they could be, you know? Other than, it was just funny too, because when Diggs went down, that whatever corner that they replaced him with, man, that dude, I understand the game is a lot faster and for your first start, but someone needs to start teaching these kids how to wrap up and tackle, right? I do have to say, Woods, you are a beast. Thank you so much for trying to defend the star. Don't ever let anyone go up and celebrate in the middle of your star. All right, Gregory, you too, brother. Look at it. I was very impressed with that. You know, me, of course, I'm a longtime Cowboys fan. Last person to do that, or the first person to do that, was T.O. And so, yeah, they tried to do it again. They didn't let him. I don't understand where the penalties were coming from, but I'm a firm believer that refs need to start being fined for some of these BS calls that they're throwing, you know? Because some of these calls get players fined, so yeah. This week, we will not forget them. Up next at 29, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, Lutton, I think is his name, right? I don't remember his first name. Jake, John, Jack, Jason, Lutton. Started this week. They might have something there. They really might have something there. That kid, he's got an arm. He's got some legs. That little scramble he did for the touchdown where he, boom, broke a tackle, stiff-armed the dude, and then hit one of the nastiest spin moves I've ever seen to score the touchdown. It was pretty good. So Garner, man, better start looking over your shoulder. At 28, we're gonna have the Giants. The Giants beat, I think, the football team yesterday, and they were having a little trouble. So I believe the Giants are in need of a lot of help with the upcoming draft. Guys, we only have, 7, 8, 9, another 10 weeks of football? Give or take. Can't believe the season's almost over. But then we're going to move on. We're going to put the Broncos at 27. Let me get a drink of my lemonade. Gotta always have a fresh glass. Broncos at 27. Then we're going to put the injury-plagued Niners at 26. They and it's sad too because injury-plagued, and these three teams could have been, up here somewhere. But the injury bug's got to hit someone, right? And so it's taking its toll. So at 25, and I hate seeing this, at 25, we're going to have to put the Lions. The Lions squandered Megatron. They squandered Stafford. And it's heartbreaking because I was a huge fan of Megatron. And Stafford, by any means, was not a bad quarterback. But they, they played yesterday. They lost to the Vikings 34-20, I think. Yeah. And so, yeah, I got to put them right there. I got to put them there. Okay. Now, for the other team that we saw play last night, which was the Patriots. Why can I not see them on the list? There they are. We're putting the Patriots at 24. Listen, I don't want to say Cam is looking a little tired, worn out, exhausted, out of breath. And that could be maybe because of the COVID. There's lingering effects to that shit. But also, he just doesn't, I don't know. They ended up winning last night. But he did not look like the Cam Newton that started the beginning of the season, So I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little worried about him. I wonder how healthy he really is coming back from, of course, COVID. Up next, we have the Panthers. Oh, man, the poor Panthers. They get back Christian McCaffrey just for him to go down to a shoulder injury. Heartbreaking. They were playing a great game yesterday or on Sunday. They for a long time were in the lead. And then, of course, McCaffrey goes down. Chiefs come back, win by 2. So that sucks for the Panthers. And, I mean, no one likes to see players hurt, and people especially never want to see a superstar get hurt like Christian McCaffrey. So, best wishes to you, Christian. Hopefully everything turns out great, and you come back ready for next season. At 22, we are going to put the Texans. The Texans ended up beating the Jags by, I think, 2 points, 3 points. I think it was 27-25. So Will Fuller had that one nice catch and break a tackle and shimmy up the sideline for a touchdown. But they need some more offensive help over there. I think David Johnson left the game with a concussion. I don't know how much stock you have in Duke Johnson. But they definitely need to draft some offensive help there. And definitely some defense, man. That defense is it is nowhere near what it used to be. So that's 22. At 21, at 21, we're gonna have to put the Chargers. We have the Chargers at 21. They squandered the game. They've led by 10 or more in 4 games to lose. Then I keep saying yesterday. The day before on Sunday, they had a chance to win the game. I don't know if I throw it to a rookie tight end, but all he has to do is hold on to it, come down with it. But he didn't. They lose. What can you do, right? So at 20, we're going to put the Falcons. They are doing pretty well for themselves after letting go of Sorry, they're doing pretty well for themselves after they fired their head coach. They beat Denver last night or Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, 34-27. Let me see. Yep, 34-27. I mean, was against Denver. Do we chalk them up as Super Bowl contenders? No. But are they 3 for 4 since firing? I think it was Dan Quinn, right? I think. So yeah, they're 3 for 4. 3 for 4. They've won 3 out of the last 4. Because they're 3-6 right now. Have to go in what, 0-3? 0-4? Something like that. But you know, are we chalking them up as Super Bowl contenders? No, we are definitely not. So that's what, 20? 19, we have the Bengals. Joe Burrow still looks good. That defense really needs to be revamped. They're just allowing too many points. And yeah, because I think they have enough weapons. I think they have weapons to help Burrow, but yeah, that defense needs to be helped out. So that's 19. 18, we are going to put we're gonna put the Vikings at 18. And then we're gonna put the Vikings won Sunday. Dalvin Cook, I think that was his second game going off for over 150. So a healthy Dalvin Cook is a scary Dalvin Cook. I'm not gonna lie, that dude's got some speed on him. Okay, 2019, 18, 17. We're gonna go the Eagles. Truthfully, I think the Eagles are gonna win the division. Sadly, I know they're gonna win the division. Jalen Reagor came back. Did he do anything? I don't remember. They were on a bye week this week, so I can't really judge on that. But we'll keep him at 17. At 16, we are gonna put the Bears. Now, it's crazy, man. The attitude of that locker room changed so much when they went from Trubisky to Foles in a positive. Now they're losing, and they want to bring back Trubisky again. Maybe that's what Trubisky needed, was to be benched. Maybe that's what he needs, was to be benched and be like, hey, your job's not safe. Maybe he'll come back as a new monster. I don't know, but the Bears need to figure their stuff out quickly. At 15, we're going to have the Browns. The Browns are going to get Nick Chubb back, which is going to bolster that offense by a lot. I mean, you're talking about the dude who was leading the league in rushes and touchdowns coming back. So before he got injured. So, you know, that's a big weapon that they'll be getting back. Sorry, I didn't have my coffee. At 14, man, at 14, we're gonna put the, where are they? Dolphins. We're gonna put the Dolphins at 14. Tua looks good. I think he had another thing. It says, well, the Dolphins made Tua's on the front page of Yahoo Sports. Funny. But Tua won yesterday, or the Dolphins won yesterday, 34-31, right? Kyler Murray, man, that dude's got some wheels, right? But Tua threw for 248, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times. So I don't know. I don't know if you want your superstar quarterback back there being sacked 3 times. So Dolphins, come on, man. But yeah, so he looked good yesterday. I don't think he's thrown an interception in 2 games. So I think he's 5 TDs? No, 3 TDs. Yeah, 3 TDs with a QB rating of 103. Not bad. Not bad. 2 games, though. 2 games. Let's not chalk him up as the next Dan Marino. But not bad. So that was the Dolphins. At 13, we have the LA Rams. I don't know what happened with that team, man. That defense used to be stellar. They've kind of fallen off. I might be a little worried. 12, we're going to have the Raiders. They won Sunday. They won Sunday. They beat the Chargers, I think. Yeah, they beat the Chargers 31-26. Like I said, they could have lost that game if homeboy didn't drop the ball. If he comes down with that catch, we're singing a different tune, right? But, I mean, got to give it up to the Raiders. They won. They came back because I think they were losing by a little bit. Oh, no, they weren't. I think it was a slugfest. I remember it was 7-7, 14-7, 14-14, 21-14, 21-21, and it was a pretty nice slugfest. But, you know, the better team won, and we tip our caps to you, Raiders. Up next, we're going to go Colts at 11. The Colts, they beat... Who did they beat yesterday? I know it was... Oh, no, they didn't beat anyone. They lost to the Ravens in stellar fashion. I think it was crazy because at one point in time, Sunday, I think I saw a stat where it was like 240 yards in the first half and then 1 yard. Or in the first quarter or whatever it was, and then 1 yard. It was like Phillip Rivers, right? It was funny. It was a great meme. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. But, yeah, they got dismantled by the Ravens. So, you know, will they make the playoffs? Maybe. But now we're into the big meets where everyone wants to come and check it out, where everybody wants to see. At 10, we have, as much as I don't want to do this, we're going to go 10 Cardinals, 9 Titans, right? Cardinals ended up losing to the Dolphins, but man, do they still look really good, right? The Cardinals are scary. Kyler Murray's out there. I don't know. Kyler Murray looks like a created player that you just give 99 speed and agility to, right? He just looks like he's in fast forward when he's running the ball. It's so crazy to watch him play. And then we have the Titans. Now the Titans I have dropping quite a bit because I don't know. I don't know how much longer they can rely on Tannehill to win those games. Derrick Henry rushed 21 rushes for 68 yards, right? And I mean, granted, it was against the Bears defense, and the Bears defense is always good, but it's just too many times I've seen these close games where they should lose but end up winning, and I don't know how much, how many more times they can afford to do that. So we have the Titans at 9, and then we're gonna go the Bucks at 8. Everyone's chalking up saying that the Bucks are washed. They got dismantled by the Saints, right? I mean, it was bad. It was bad. I saw Tom Brady throw one of the ugliest, dumbest passes I've ever seen that man throw. And you could tell they had all just given up, right? So I don't know if that was how the locker room feels now. It's going to continue to feel that way, but something needs to change in there. They need They need the fire back. They need, too many times I've seen this team lose and them start already arguing and pointing fingers at each other. So I'm a little worried about the Bucks, right? At 7, we have the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, I think, are going to be a playoff team. They are pretty good. The defense is really good. They beat the Seahawks yesterday or Sunday. They beat the Seahawks Sunday. And yeah, I mean, I think if Allen plays a better game against the Chiefs, they win that, right? Yeah. But so we have the Bills at 7. At 6, this is where it gets interesting, right? So at 6, as much as I don't want to do this, not them, sorry. Where are they? We're putting the Saints at 6. Okay. They beat. They're starting to come back. Michael Thomas is back. Hopefully he stays back. Hopefully that team, rights the ship. Because I'm a Drew Brees fan, only player I like on the Saints. But yeah, they need the playmakers to come back and stay back. Michael Thomas. So we're gonna put them at 6 because I believe I haven't seen much of them, of the playmakers yet. Can they continue to win? Can they continue to blow out teams? We'll see. So, top 5. Here are your top 5s, right? Here are your top 5s. We're going to put the Seahawks at 5 because, listen, I've seen them lose 2 really bad games, right? 2 really bad games. And those 2 really bad games they lost because of Russell Wilson throwing interceptions, right? Not looking like the same Russell Wilson that he is, trying to make plays, but that's not his fault, right? They have an explosive offense when it comes to down the field plays, right? They're playing with, I think, like 3rd and 4th string running backs, so that's not good. I mean, Dallas isn't bad. He is, but he's not a bad running back, but when you have 4 people rushing the ball and you're only getting a total less than 50 yards of rush per game, it's not going to help you out, and you're causing Russell Wilson to have to throw the ball so many times. He was sacked 5 times, guys. 5 times he was sacked, threw 2 interceptions. So, I mean, I said this team will succeed and fail on the arm of Russell Wilson, which is terrible because they have no one else to rely on, right? Because they're such a big play offense that if they're not making those big plays, they're struggling. And the defense, I think the defense I think they're still on the plane, right? So that's 5. 4, we have the Packers. They're good. They're definitely going to make it to the playoffs. I think they'll be, and I said this at the beginning, I think if it wasn't Drew Brees, I think Aaron Rodgers was going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And I still believe it. Like I said, he has a fire under him. He's trying to prove something, So, but up next, we have the top 3, right? Now, ooh, shoot. Damn. Nothing like a great glass of lemonade. Next, we have the top 3. So, right now, we're going to go Baltimore, Pitts, and the Chiefs, right? Now, let me talk a little about these top 3, right? Baltimore, they look good. If they can continue to play their style of football, they'll be okay. But the problem is when you shut down Lamar Jackson, that run game is kind of non-existent, right? They lost their high-priced offensive tackle. So, something, you cannot rely on Lamar Jackson legs the whole time, guys. That's how you guys destroy quarterbacks, okay? So they need to figure out something there. The run game needs to come and help out. Let me see. Let me pull them up real quick. Right here. Yesterday, they had how many yards rushing? Lamar Jackson had 58. J.K. Dobbins had 30. Edwards had 23, right? Now, I don't know if that's because, you know, they're just doing more passing plays. But, you know, Lamar Jackson, man, come on. You do not want to continue to get, to use up those legs. But it seems to be working, and hopefully, they can get that actual run game brought into the mix, because no one wants to see anybody get hurt, and no one really wants to see Lamar Jackson taking any more hits. Up next, after that, we have the Steelers at 2. Oh man, my Cowboys should have won that game, man. They should have won that game. This power rankings would have been a hell of a lot different, but they didn't. And I think the Steelers were exposed a bit. Roethlisberger looked a little banged up. He was limping around. The receivers, they drop a lot of passes. I think if you can get to Roethlisberger, force him to throw the quick passes, and then kind of be there close enough to a receiver to kind of give him a little scare. They drop a lot of passes. They dropped a lot of passes on Sunday against the Cowboys. And if it wasn't for Diggs going out with an injury, I think we win that game, because whatever corner that we replaced Diggs with, man, he made that tight end look like a pro, all pro Hall of Famer, freaking Tony Gonzalez out there. But I digress. Steelers are 2, and then of course, finally, I got to put the Chiefs back at 1. I really do think this is my prediction. It's going to be the Packers and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, with the... I don't want to tell you guys who I think is going to win the Super Bowl, but yeah, the Chiefs, they had a hard game against, like I said, they almost lost to Carolina, but winners win. You know the saying. So yeah, we're gonna end it with the Chiefs at 1 for this next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this week 10 NFL power rankings. This has been Benched. This is your boy One Arm. If you guys would please like the video, it really helps out the channel, and leave comments if you guys agree with my placings. If you guys don't agree, we're also doing card opening videos on this channel as well. We got some good cards, some bad cards. You know how pack openings are. But like, comment, and subscribe, and then pound the hell out of that notification bell. Y'all take it easy. I love y'all. Peace.